Chris from King of Prussia, so he came in today to pick up his prizes.
Chris, how are you, man?
I'm fantastic. I love that computer that picked me. That'd be the only thing I love more than Metallica.
I heard you actually don't like Metallica though.
No, much. I adore Metallica.
How many shows have you seen?
26.
26 Metallica shows over how many years?
1997 at the Core State Center in the
Was
parking
your first?
lot.
Wow.
My first show, yeah.
Okay.
And I have 6 on the agenda the next year and a half.
You're going to see the 2 at Giant Stadium coming in June?
Yep, and then Arizona in September, and then Denmark.
You're going to Denmark?
In June of next year, going to Lars's hometown.
Wow.
I've always wanted to see them in Europe, so I have a very forgiving, patient wife who likes to travel. So she came with me to the S&M 2 shows in San Francisco a couple of years ago, and it converted her into a fan.
That is so cool. So she likes them now.
She does. She's not like I am, but she's
a little more into that.
Once she saw them, she's like, okay, this is pretty awesome. And then with the orchestra, it was like a double.
You saw them with the orchestra?
Yeah. Yep.
Holy S.
Yeah.
I wanted to see them in San Francisco with that orchestra. But I mean, it takes a pretty cool band to be willing to, throw it in with an orchestra and actually take that out for a spin, and they did it.
Absolutely.
So you were saying you work from home, and your office is upstairs in an extra bedroom of your house, and apparently there's a wall of Metallica. Am I correct?
That is correct. I have an entire 2 walls of Metallica.
2 walls, of course, because one isn't
One
enough.
is not enough, and I have a whole queue of stuff waiting to be framed, like Cliff Burton stuff, like back from the early 80s, and my Zoom background all day, every day. I have a Metallica Death Magnetic Coffin record award.
Wow.
Right? Yep. And
Wait, what is that?
So it was a almost as tall as me award they gave to crew members at the end of the Death Magnetic tour. So the lighting guy put his collection up for auction, and I won it. And this big coffin, and it was pretty funny when I was interviewing for jobs on Zoom, like during the pandemic, and part of me was like, should I go somewhere else in the house? And the other part was like, they need to accept me for me, the Metallica fan. So there it is. There's a coffin on my wall and a big record award behind me, and people they roll their eyes, or they're like, oh, that's cool, I like that Sandman song.
Or else this guy's out of his mind. Let's hire somebody else.
More that, yeah, that's more of it. So this was just winning this contest was just ridiculous.
So you heard about our 72 hours of Metallica weekend, and then you heard there was a grand prize, and you went to WMMR.com and entered, right?
Correct.
And
that easy.
It was fairly easy to enter. You threw your name in the hat, and then you said, I'll never win, probably, right?
Yeah. I said it out loud. I said it to my wife.
Really?
Yeah. And there's no, you just don't win. I'd end up winning like Barry Manilow tickets or something. Winning the Wayne stuff that you actually want. Outside of my wife, the only thing I've ever won that I wanted, this was it. Like,
I would say your wife would come first, but Eric and I can testify to this, because sometimes you give a grand prize of something that's heavy band oriented to someone who is not moved by that band, right?
Well, sure. I mean, people want to enter a contest.
Sure.
And some people, there's varying levels of fandom or interest, or hey, I throw my name in the hat for this, or that kind of thing, and that's great, and that's why it's open to all, and but when you get to the pinnacle, when you have a winner that gets to the pinnacle of fandom, that was one of the reasons I asked Chris to come in. When he came in to pick up his prize, I thought we would get a couple photos just for the band management that connected us with this promotion, to say, right, hey, here, we executed, here's our winner, thank you, and a little bit of that, and then some people around the station, Rachel, Marissa, yourself, picked up on it, and you invited them in, and we got some pictures, and we got some video, and
nice.
It's just cool to celebrate the music, and we do the contest. They're extras for MMR VIPs, and it is pretty easy for people to participate. And also, if you're not an MMR VIP, when you register, you become one.
Right.
So then you're in the group, you're in the fam, and this could be you next.
We don't overwhelm you with emails like I get from Macy's or stuff like that every day, 25 times a day, sale. We only send you an email if we've got something to say. But so you did all of that, Chris. Were you a VIP before?
I've been a VIP since probably the VIP program launched.
God bless you, lad.
Yeah.
God bless you.
First time, long time. I'll put it that way, as they say. I mean, I've been a listener back to my dad in the 80s when John DeBella was on the station, the Morning Zoo. So I've been with you guys for a long time, and this is a great end to
Well, it's a completion of the circle. It's a synchronicity. It always thrills us when we're able to give something to someone who is absolutely crazy about it. And you talk to Eric, and he starts going through what you've won, which included a bunch of albums and then a turntable, right?
Yeah.
And then there was something extra on one of the albums, right?
So yeah, one of them has all this like chicken scratch scribble on it, and it's 4 band members' names in Sharpie, which when Ryan got to that point of the call when he was explaining what
Ryan
I won.
Shuttleworth called you.
Yes, that was where I kind of just lost it. Like I was getting an autographed vinyl to now go on the wall of Metallica Museum in my office. So something new for the Zoom background. And it's got a great story behind it.
I should say it does. Well, and you didn't have a turntable, you just told me off the air.
No, I did not after all these years.
Are you going to put one of these records on and play it on the turntable?
Every one of them.
Excellent. That's your homework assignment.
Consider it done.
Excellent. Thank you for listening. How long have you been with us, would you say? Well, obviously, if your dad grew up with John DeBella, it's been a while.
Yep.
I just started a few weeks ago, so I'm just getting my feet wet here, and there seems to be a lot of history here.
Yeah, I think you're going places. I think
maybe.
you got this nailed down.
We'll see.
I think I don't think you're going to overnights anytime soon.
I don't think so either. But there it is. I started on overnight, so Chris, congratulations, and King of Prussia, right?
King of Prussia.
What's your wife's name?
Lauren.
Lauren, you're a very patient woman. God bless you, and I'm glad that Chris was able to turn you into a Metallica fan, and you're going to have some fun.
Awesome.
Thank you for
Thanks,
listening.
everyone. Thank you so much.
That's what we do. When we can give away a cool prize, we just love it. Let's get on with this block for Kiss in honor of Ace Frehley's birthday. I'm a Kiss fan, and I'd love a block of